Hello there, people of YouTube land. Once again, it is I, the Zombie Messiah, and as I promised you guys, this is the video. This is the review that I'm going to do for the Witcher School LARP that I went over to Poland for. Now, I'm I must make this clear. I am in no, well, five. The company behind this, 5 Elements, did not ask me to make this video. Instead, I am doing it simply because I enjoyed myself doing it, and well, I want to be able to, I want to share it with other people, so that way, especially people who like The Witcher, can go along and hopefully have a good time. Now, the LARP itself has a very well thought out storyline. It is set 200 years before the adventures of Geralt of Rivia, and you and the other players are, well, for the first episode anyway, are Witcher adepts in the last 2 days before you tackle the Trial of Grasses. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Trial of Grasses is, it is the process that turns ordinary fleshy humans into witches. And however, it is a process that isn't to be taken lightly, as it can result in death. So it is one of the hardest challenges a Witcher will have to face in their entire lifetime. But they actually do the NPCs do actually do a very good job of helping to build the atmosphere that this could be the last 2 days of your life, and it's going to be absolute hell either way. And here's the thing: everyone there is friendly, and you can easily get along with them and talk to them, and they'll help, and they're willing to help you out if you stumble on anything. There's safe words for you. There's safe words for you to bear in mind, just in case. Well, just in case you want to go in more deep. You want to go in more. You're okay where you are, or you're not okay with this, and you just want to stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. And they'll listen to you, and they'll listen to you say the safe words, and then they'll act accordingly, with red essentially just being, please stop this now. And then they'll let you stop. They'll let you sit out somewhere and then come back when you feel a bit more comfortable. The whole thing that they want to emphasize is it's fun for everyone, not just a select few. So they do whatever it takes to make sure that you're having fun as well. Now, the LARP itself also succeeds in managing to capture most, if not all, of the aspects of the Witcher universe. You've got the political intrigue, you've got monster hunting, you have sex, but I'll get more onto that in a moment. Don't worry, it's not actual physical, but again, I'll explain it later. And yeah, you've pretty much got all the aspects of the Witcher universe all in one place, and you get to experience all that. Now here's the thing. There's that one storyline that I said about at the beginning, where it's you and all the other adepts training to overcome the Trial of Grasses. However, there are also multiple storylines weaved in, including one that was very interesting where a sorceress had escorted the Princess of Redania to the school because the princess is cursed with lycanthropy, and she's been sent to the school because it is believed that the witches there will be able to help cure her of her lycanthropy, which actually led to quite a few interesting moments, including on the first night at about 2:30 in the morning Polish time. We were woken from our sleep because the princess had gotten loose, and that was fun trying to get it back. We didn't go back to sleep until about 3 o'clock in the morning, so we spent half an hour trying to get it back. But I have to give props to the actress who played the princess. As I don't want to say your name just in case you have a problem with me making it publicly known who you are, but you did a really good job on playing the princess. You managed to have that shy and nervous aspect that comes from being in a place full of witches that could easily turn around and kill you. But you also talked to people, so you at least had that going for you as well, and it just made your character all the more interesting. Now that being said, there wasn't one NPC that I'd have to say did a bad job. Everyone there managed to fill the shoes of their characters exceptionally well. Like there's no doubt. Like pretty much as soon as the game ended, it was almost like someone had flipped a light switch. It was that odd seeing these people that we've seen in one particular light acting completely different to how we've seen them. I am especially talking about you, Grandmaster, if you're watching. But yeah, also everyone there is very well versed in the topics that they're teaching, including the fencing master, who, along with my group master, Master Ruta, and our Grandmaster Svar, was actually knowledgeable in the ways of fencing and sword fighting, even in real life. So it helped to have that level of knowledge when it came to teaching us adepts, who some of us have never even held a sword in our lives. So at least we had that. Anything else? Just trying to remember if there's anything else I need to talk about. Oh yeah, the other players were a lot of fun to hang around with. Even before the game, we had a whole before party where we met up. In the center of Wrocław, and we then went to a bar where we just sat at a table, drank, and got to know each other. And it was actually enjoyable getting to know all of the other players who were participating. And what made it even more fun was knowing that everyone there had at least some interest in the Witcher franchise, so that way you at least had some common ground with which you can talk to people. Um, also, for participating at the Witcher School, we also got a wolf medallion, which we were allowed to keep and take home. I've still got mine, and I'm happy to say that I have it. I mean, sure, sure, I will admit it's not exactly the best looking Witcher medallion, but for mass production, that's for mass production it's going to be taken away. It's going to be taken away from the place anyway. It does its job as a little trinket just to remind you, yeah, you've been here and you became a Witcher. Good on you. Now I just want to delve into some points that I didn't really find all that good, and there's only really one thing, and this is something that me and practically most of the other players agree we didn't enjoy about this, and that was all the push-ups. Yeah, we en- yeah we ended up doing a lot of push-ups over the 2 days that the game took place, and I the push-ups themselves weren't exactly the problem. It's just that for the majority of the time, it's what we were doing. I mean, it would have been nice to have some other exercises thrown in there, like crunches. I mean, they did throw in some crunches on the second day's morning warm-up, but still, it would have been nice to at least have the opportunity to do some other exercises other than just push-ups. But all that being said, I still enjoyed myself, and I would highly recommend anyone who is a fan of the Witcher franchise to go to the Witcher School. And there are actually 2 different Witcher schools that happen simultaneously. There's the Wolf School, which is the one I go to, and then at other parts of the year, you also have a cat school that goes on. The difference between the Wolf School and the cat school is the Wolf School is in more of a traditional looking castle, and you're given more traditional meals such as broths and bread and meat and all that stuff. Whereas in the cat school, from what I've heard from one of the organizers, you're in a fancier looking castle and you're given fancier food. So basically, that's really the only difference between the Wolf School and the Cat School. Apparently, they are also looking at adding in other Witcher schools, possibly not as you being able to be at, but more like you interacting with them, which would actually be very interesting. I would actually like to see how we interact with witches from the Manticore School, given what I heard about them and the fact that they're supposed to be more savage. And also the company 5 Elements also told us before, at the before party, that they're also planning on doing a similar sort of scenario, but for the upcoming game Cyberpunk 2077. I think it's Cyberpunk. Anyway, for CD Projekt Red's upcoming Cyberpunk game. So you can tell that these 2 companies actually get along quite well. Well, especially since CD Projekt Red actually allowed them to use the Witcher franchise in the first place. But anyway, if you guys liked what you saw, then please be sure to leave a like, comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out a hell of a lot. But anyway, this has been the Zombie Messiah returning to the crypt, and I will see you guys in the next video. And also, be sure to give the Witcher School a look at. I'm pretty sure you guys